The camera is going out of focus while I am threatening the threatening. These are the comments. I am getting notifications. Okay, so let me start with that. That's the bell. It had a number that was red, and I touched it, and it showed comments. Whatever. Let me do this again. It's angry. It's not doing what I wanted it to do because it's angry. Okay. So threatening the threatening. I'm trying to show the comments. The camera's going out of focus because it's not enough leverage for me to save myself here. Nope. I don't want to read it out loud in my VOIC because I didn't write it. It says notifications and then all. Let me go to comments. Okay, now it's out of focus. That won't help. Well, I could call 911, but they are the ones who would say, well, then you shouldn't post things on the internet. Yeah. Oh, but it's too late now. Oh, I guess it's too late now. Or they owe me keys to live someplace else, and they don't have keys like for all the other calls that occurred from other people who called 911 on my address. Since the year 2011, and it's 2025 right now. So the comments I will highlight is today, 1, 2. It's going out of focus, and that's the camera. It can't save me. 3. That's 3. The camera is a used camera. It's a contract with somebody who's not myself. By somebody who's not myself. It's their contract. I'm just using it. The likes, I don't really need the like at this point because of the comments that are threatening. So whoever gave me a like, it depends. I mean, I would be God and know why, but in my genitals, I don't know. It's not significant that you're kind to myself when I have other comments that are threatening myself's physical safety. And it could be that the comments are for that they're posted publicly, that they're for the people who use the internet with, that's true. I just don't afford that there's anybody using the internet who's not myself. Well, I'm using the internet. So here's another comment that's an older one, 7 days ago. It's out of focus. That won't help. Nope, I'm not trying to go there. The touch screen is making an error right now. It doesn't know me is not true. Okay, let me stop it. It doesn't know me is not true. I have to look at it I had to move the camera and look at it. Okay, now I'm back to all. Now I have to go back to comments. Now I have to scroll back down. It's blurry because it's angry. Yep, I can't get this exactly as fast as I can look at it and do it myself. The camera is not really just for myself. And everybody who has a camera is, I suppose, threatening this one that it's not in focus. So I'm just going through, okay, flipping locksmith. There's a lock right there that's clearly not due anymore. I'm not due here. My address is somewhere in the videos. I didn't move, even though I'm due to have moved 18 times since I started using YouTube, and I don't have all the money to move. It's out of focus, so I'm going to leave it that you can't see it. And then leave it that you can't save yourself, and it doesn't matter because you're not myself. That's how you wouldn't know what to do because you're not myself. That was significant that you didn't have the internet. If you have the internet and you excuse yourself that you're not myself, That's not paid for to myself. Not much to see right now. I don't know what that means because he did write it. Your videos are so coherent. Flipping locksmith, light and playful. I'm not playful, I'm deceased. Playful, I don't know what is playful. Okay, back to notifications because it doesn't go back to the place where it left off. Don't know why. It's blurry again. The camera's blurry again. I'm angry because I am a higher order than this camera being formed. It's formed after myself. It's beneath myself, and it's not adequate. Commented something to be because gaming 3 weeks ago. Should I look at that one? Boys Core, type SHIT and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 8 exclamation points right here. It's out of focus. I know, like, it's not an emergency to be in focus. How is anybody going to help me? Even this camera doesn't have an emergency to be in focus. Help me. Do you hear me say help me? Help me, like, that you need to save yourself. You need to be in jail and prison on this point, and that's how you can help myself, that you go directly to jail and prison, even though you didn't make this comment. It's right here on the notifications to this cell phone. I can see it. Notifications means I can see it. Who else can see it? I don't know that, but I can see it. Is it directed at myself? I don't know because I can see it. That's all I know. That's you needing to be in jail and prison. Maybe you think I should be there, and that's what's wrong with what you think. You're doing jail and prison with your head, so that whatever you think it in jail and prison, and maybe you would be on another subject if you were yourself inside of a prison. You would be thinking about maybe something else. You're not due to have internet in the prison. It might be there, but it's not due to be there as for the inmates. It's out of focus again, and I can't, it's like it doesn't have that I can adjust the focus myself. I can't. Do you ever sit on a sandwich? This is from 2 weeks ago. Commented, type SHIT. We should do a collab on my stream. A collab? What is we? Because there's no we. I don't know who you are. That's due in jail and prison. If you can see it, that's where you go, is jail and prison. And the people have been using the internet. And back to the notifications, it's not in the same place where I left it. I can go to comments. Okay, now it's on comments. These are look like they're directed at myself, but I'm not the username, Charles Toe. That's not myself. I can hear a siren right now. Is that a police officer who's having a problem in traffic? What about all the problems everywhere and alive daily? If you don't know how to solve all of those problems, why should I have a problem immediately with all of these comments and you checking my address like you're going to take care of that you're angry by being angry and being a problem to somebody else? You want to get angry and be a problem to somebody else because I'm not yourself ever. You don't have a problem, you are one. You don't have a problem, you are one. You don't have a problem, you are one. What about Boys Core Tompac? We are here to save you. Who's we? And what are you going to do to save myself? I am the savior. I can only save myself, but I have not saved myself from that you are not possibly able to hurt me. You hurt me. I have been hurt. You want to hurt me some more. What's with the comments negative directed at myself, that you're angry with myself personally, and it's a comment that's posted on the internet, everyone can see, but there's a notification right here so that I can see it. Why? Well, is this YouTube having a problem? Are the police looking at the notifications? No, because they don't have notifications to the police that the police have to handle, that these are people in human trafficking. They're not people who have my cell phone contract. You want me to read the likes, and you want me to do what about, I want you as my wife. What do you want me to do about that? It's not the same thing as a like. A like might be like the Mercedes Maybach comment, something about the Mercedes Maybach motor vehicle, or like do you have anyone to help you? Let's go back to like. Twinkies, caramel on a Twinkie is a solid idea. That's a like of sorts. Caramel on a Twinkie is a solid idea. I can't afford that comment. Oh, it goes back to all again. I have to go back to comments because there's something wrong with the YouTube itself. I don't afford your comments. Hungry for you. Red Stir Club. That doesn't go with caramel on a Twinkie, solid idea. You don't know each other? You don't, but why not? What do I need the comment notification for? Don't you think that's a little fast that I'm getting a notification on these two comments that are directed at this notification place? You know, that I will get the notification and I can see it, and it knows that I'm looking at it. And so do these people know that I'm looking at it. And they don't know each other's comments on the notifications. Not everybody on these notifications knows each other. I could keep scrolling. You don't all know each other. You're due to know each other first before I get a notification from any of you. Yeah, they're like as if I give you my email and my address and you've been sending me messages and checking my address like somebody who knows me with the same last name as myself. I'm deceased out of my last name because you've been doing that. And the bank still owes me money and I can't have it because you've been checking my address and you want the money from the bank that's due to myself. I'm supposed to have all the money frozen in the bank before I'm deceased out of the door locking. Just for when I need to leave the physical world. And all the money is circulated. I don't have any of it frozen. And you still have these comments are below zero. Notifications for right here. So zippy, I can see them. Right on time. These are recent. Don't hold back. Tell me how you really feel. I'm going to be funny. All of those comments are threatening myself that there are notifications of the comments right on time, and the notifications are being executed with police in traffic, with marked motor vehicles, with handguns inside of the motor vehicles traveling, and in the holsters if the police officer gets out of his motor vehicle. The gun's right there in the holster. This is body armor energy drink. Anybody think that's funny? You think that'll be enough to save me from a gun that goes off because it's not in a walled-in prison with a deceased address? It's just somewhere in public and traffic, anywhere I might be. If you don't know what to do with that problem, you need to be in a prison yourself. I know what I'm going to do with that problem. I'm going to be deceased out of the formed world. But I have been alive in the formed world with this problem for 45 continuous years of alive. And I don't believe the God who made me. It's true that I don't. It sounds like that was his problem a long time ago. That's no way to grow up a childhood. I used to be the size of a 3-year-old and I'm full height is not due. Why don't you worry about the guns? I don't need to grow up. Yeah, but you want to grow my height and you want to know more about me? I don't think so. I want to know why there are guns in traffic to grow my height. And then since I've been fully grown, you want to shoot me with the guns because you don't know how to handle your problems because the guns don't belong in traffic. The guns belong in a walled-in prison with deceased address. So think of it this way. The first time I saw a police gun up close, I can't really say that, but in the month of February or January of year 2011, the police were called to myself and they were up close to myself with their guns in their holsters. And they removed me out of an apartment complex office that removed me out of an apartment where the rent was paid currently. And the police put me in the back of a red ambulance. And I was walking. I walked myself right up to the ambulance and got in with the police guns putting me in there. And they sent me the bill. Yes, I got the bill for that. And I paid it. That's what the police guns have been walking right up close to me doing. In traveling in time since the year 2011. If I was in front of God in the afterlife and I said, God, when those police officers were with their guns in the holsters and they walked me out of an apartment complex office that was charging rent money and had the rent paid currently for that month, did those people admit it? Because you charged me rent after that at another location. What happened? What about the gun? Why was the gun in the holster? You didn't have a problem, God. You didn't want the gun to go off on me. Who are you threatening? You didn't want the gun to go off on me? There was more than one gun. You didn't want how many guns to go off on me? Because one of the guns had a partner. And I'm talking about 6 police officers showed up with guns in their holsters. And if we add up that each of the guns had 17 bullets in them, that's 17 times 2. And I didn't dial the phone. I did not dial the phone. Somebody else dialed the phone, and I did not flee the scene of the accident that I happened to be there when somebody dialed the police and had myself not arrested. They didn't put me in the back of a police car. They put me in the back of a red ambulance. So 17 bullets times 2, so that's 34 bullets. Should we just say it's 15? Okay, let's say they have 15 bullets in a gun. There are 6 people who showed up with guns. So 15 bullets in a gun times 6. 15 times 4, that's 60. 15 times 4 is 60 plus 30 more, that's 90. So they had 90 bullets, and all 90 bullets went off on myself, and God said, that's okay, you can just leave. Why don't you get in the back of an ambulance? Like, imagine God was standing right there and said, Becky, you need to get in the back of the red ambulance because that's too many bullets. I can't move them all right now. They're all directed at yourself. I know your rent is paid, but you don't pay enough money to get those 90 bullets that they don't go off on you. Well, I've been alive since the year 2011, paying rent after that. They still wanted more money. But why? Because your 90 bullets didn't go off on me. I'm still here. I didn't get shot by a bullet, and I did not end up in the prison and get shot there either. I ended up in a hospital, and I got a shot of Halidol for shouting inside of the offices, but that was not reported in front of me. That somebody in the office went to the hospital and told somebody with the shot of Halidol in their hand, that's the one who shouted in the office, you have to give that person a shot of Halidol. I don't have God standing there and doing that in front of me. So let's say God is myself. I'm the one who shouted everybody out of the rental office and lock it up empty. I'm not paying you any more rent because the rent is current and you just called the police and that you want me removed even with the rent being current, which means you have a problem elsewhere. If the rent is current, you have a problem elsewhere and you don't want it, it's none of my business. Oh, you don't know how to tell me that something's none of my business and go take care of your own business. Right on time, you don't know how to do that. I am none higher than he deceased. I don't have a gun.